Okay, no. Black women would choose looks over everything. No other group of women feel so strongly about this. That's why so many Black women are single. Well, I think that the Black, listen to this. I don't want to be mean.
Let's hear it, Shantae.
So, not all.
Truth, sis.
But in a lot of cases, so we're, I guess it depends on who we're comparing it to, the group that we're comparing it to, because they may have more selection of those higher men that people want. So if you had to choose between the two, they don't have to just go for looks because there's more of a selection of the security piece. Does that make sense? So, for example, if you go to another country and the dad says, "Oh, we're going to marry you off because he has security," well, we don't have that here necessarily. So, if you can't get the security, you might as well get the looks. Shit. Did that make sense?
I don't think Black women choosing looks over everything. I think they choosing money.
No, no. They be choosing Pookie and Ray Ray. Don't do that. Yes, they do.
I mean,
but we talk about
Ray Ray don't necessarily always have money.
Pookie and Ray Ray could be fine.
I think if it's between looks and money, they choosing money.
Well, which definition of Pookie Ray Ray are we going with? Because remember when we had the other discussion, we defined Pookie and Ray Ray to be someone with low moral character.
That's true.
So he could have money and be fine and be a Pookie and Ray Ray.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next.
So basically, so let me just say this. Some people are saying they're going after looks. What else is there? Okay, if you have looks and you have financial security, okay? Those are the two big ones, right? So if you're not going after looks, you're going over financial security. But the average Black man makes how much money a year? What did they say?
Was it like 47 or something like that, or 43, somewhere around there?
To $50,000. So if that's the average, then you kind of, if you're going between those two, you kind of have to go after the looks, because
that also depends on the tax bracket you're in, Shantae. So
it also depends on the city, because I think 50,000 in a small town will carry a lot more weight than in a bigger city. So, but that's all.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Thanks, Marie.
I was trying not to be rude and, step on people's toes and stuff, but it's weird to think, Jack, knock it off. Thank you. It's weird to think that men value women's multiple DP or girl experiences. Really, who could trust someone who needs to stop random tops to know they don't want to stop random tops? I don't even know what he's talking. Does anybody
slop random tops?
Slop random tops, not
slop.
Oh, slop. Y'all know I can't see. So if she's that backward, she's a walking head. Anyway, it goes. I still don't know what that means.
I don't know what this. I'm not sure what he was saying.
Jack, can you please elaborate on that? Because I'm confused.
It's weird to think men value women's. What does DP stand for? I'm sorry.
Same. What does that mean? Somebody in the chat tell us what's
somebody, anybody, but we're gonna go ahead.
Congo.
Hey, Congo.
Hey, Congo.
Thanks for the support.
Yes.
1999. What are we? Infomercial.
Yes, Miss Cleo.
Call me now.
199. I have a question for the ladies. What's the question, Congo? You can ask us anything. All right, Jason C. Does this admiration for the quick cash lifestyle stem from the delusion that the majority of people are extraordinary and deserve that lifestyle? The majority are average. The bell curve is real. Majority of people are average.
Yeah. The outlier is the small.
I think a lot of women, and now don't get me wrong, there are social media is hyping up the lifestyle, the people who want a whole lot of money. But I think a lot of women, average women, want average income. They're okay with it. Don't y'all agree?
Yeah, as long as you're financially stable.
Yeah. That's what I don't know that for sure, but I think that. Okay, Sir Hell speaks. Hey, ladies. Hey, ladies. Hey. All right, so Marcel, what if the husband was not giving her the same level of love or attention? Would it make it okay for her to find attention elsewhere or cheat? It's never okay for anybody.
It's never okay to cheat. Next.
I'm not gonna fall in that trap.
Leave.
No. You got to work on your marriage.
If it's that serious, go to couples therapy. If not, then not the marriage.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Here's a double standard. Why is it when women cheat, there's every justification under the sun, but if a man cheats, he's labeled as a piece of, and the conversation goes no further than that?
I think they're both labeled as a.
They're both labeled garbage.
Yeah. Actually, to be honest, I think women are labeled or judged even harder because society says that, like, it's the expectation that men are gonna cheat or have multiple women. So when other women might say, "Oh, he a piece of ish," but I think as a whole, men
value decreases when
like if a woman do it, she's definitely gonna be judged way harsher.
And then also,
girl, y'all, means double penetration.
Oh shoot!
Oh no! We're gonna have to go back to that super chat.
Read it again. Now that I know that, it's still so much I don't understand about that.
We gotta go back in context. We gotta go back and read it in context.
The question still didn't make sense.
But Mike, more than likely, women stay with a man who cheats versus a man they have a hard time dealing with their girl who cheats.
That's why I say women are judged harsher than men. Absolutely.
Definitely. I don't agree with this. Your double standard is a little backwards.
Yeah, I don't agree with that either. I think that women get it harder than men when it comes to cheating.
All different types of whores and other things.
Everything.
And it probably hurts a little bit harder because I think it takes more for a woman to just have sex with another man. So you know that if your wife or your girl is out here having sex with another man, she likes him. And that probably hurts the ego a little. That hits the ego a little bit harder.
You don't think that it hurts a woman's ego if a man cheats on her?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but especially if I don't think she looks better. If she ain't cute, I'm looking like, oh, that's what you cheated with? That's what we doing?
You couldn't have done better.
Somebody better.
All right, y'all, we got to move on. So back to our double standards, and then we'll go back to if we have any more to come in. Okay. But back to our double, and we kind of hit on this a little bit. Even though I didn't like Mike's double standard, even though he had it wrong, a little off. When it men are, and I wish there was this video I saw, y'all, and I wish I could find it, but I could not find that video for nothing. And there was a panelist, and they were both overweight. I promise he had to be in the 300s. He was big, and she was big too. Not as big as him, but she was big. And then he called her overweight. Like, men don't want overweight. And I was thinking, I'm confused here. Like, huh? It was so confusing to me.
But I mean, he's still telling the truth, though. She was overweight, but he's
but if you overweight, you ain't got no room to.
The audacity.
But it still doesn't change that. It's the fact that she's overweight, though. I get what
you're saying. That he's overweight.
Well, what did she say? What did she say in return? What did she say?
Two overweight people should not.
No, she said that his mom. Listen. She said that his mom, and she's like, "I'm the same way as your mama had to push your big head out your vagina or something crap like that." I mean, it sounded a lot better than that. She, came at him, but I'm like, how am I experiencing this? And the man was like, "Get her, get her, get her." I'm like, "Well, get him," because the whole point is to be healthy, is it not? Both of you to be healthy. I don't know many women going after 300. I don't care how much you got. I don't know many people. I know Biggie was an exception. But I don't know many women going after 300-pound men. Now, dad bod, okay. Maybe a little bit, got the little COVID handles going on. Okay. 300. Big pun.
The pot calling the kettle black. Ain't that what they say?
Yes. But it doesn't change that she was overweight. I get what you're saying, though. He probably didn't have the right to say it because he was bigger. But I mean,
but the double standard is, what if she would have called him overweight before he had a chance to call her overweight? She probably would have been all types of.
She probably would have took her ass out.
For sure.
Exactly. So listen, don't dish it if you can't take it. But two people that's both sitting up there choosing unhealthy lifestyles of living shouldn't be calling each other overweight. Okay, what you gonna do about it? What's the solution?
Yeah.
Instead of y'all sitting up here name calling each other overweight, both of you are overweight. So what are you gonna do about it now?
This is my take on double standards in general. I am of the understanding and in the reality that double standards happen. Period, point blank. But for me, I just really think that there should not be double standards on issues related to morality, because what's wrong is wrong. That's not going to change depending on who does it. If you're saying that if we know cheating to be wrong, whether you do it as a man or I do it as a woman, it's still cheating. So that doesn't change, because the issue is about, like, you know, trust. Like if we said that we are in an agreement in a relationship where we're being monogamous, that's the foundation of that understanding. If he breaks that or she breaks that, it is not justified because, oh, he's a man, or you understand what I'm saying? If the foundation it was broken, whatever foundation you guys set with that understanding, if you go outside of that understanding, then it doesn't matter who does it. And not just cheating, just in anything. Like even I remember growing up and, where the guys were allowed, like with siblings, when we were, at different ages or what have you, we as girls, we had a curfew. And, when my brother, he's the youngest, got to that age, that same curfew didn't stick for him. And there was an issue with that. Oh, well, something could happen to you as a female. You shouldn't be hanging out that late because, anything happened. But for me in my household, I didn't like that growing up. And in my household, my children had the same curfew when they got certain ages. Because if you coming in, if I'm saying that 10 o'clock is a decent time for my daughter to come in, then 10 o'clock is decent for my son to be coming in either. Neither one of them need to be rolling up in the house all times of night. They may be getting in different trouble, but it's still trouble nonetheless. So both of y'all come in. I just hate the whole double standard thing when we're talking about what's right and what's wrong. What's right is going to stay right, regardless of who does it. What's wrong is still going to be wrong, regardless of who does it.